Hello everybody and welcome back to War on the Sea. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back continuing our advancement and trying to continue to keep the Japanese out of the Guadalcanal region. Now, as you can see, we've managed to get our transport fleet all the way. Let me go ahead and rename this. Alright, we've got our transport fleet en route to the Santa Cruz Islands to continue to set up an airbase there. We have 133 command points, and we have Power Group 1 heading to the area while Power Group 2, which should be here, is on its way back from another nasty engagement. So, we're doing everything in our power to try and avoid getting pounded any further. Sneaky Boy 5 is in the area as well. Let's just double check torpedoes. We got plenty of torpedoes there, so let's keep Sneaky Boy 5 doing its thing. You're gonna cover my retreat or my withdrawal. It's not really a retreat, but our plane is from the North Carolina. So you know it's probably headed back. Let's go ahead and... Okay, we can't launch aircraft at the moment. Alright, so... Yeah, so the goal today is to try to get a carrier task force implemented. Now that's going to take some doing, because we've got to get this task force from Power Group 1 back and repairing. Remember, these guys have taken a heck of a beating. So we've got damaged and flooded and damaged and flooded, and, you know, the Columbia is fine. San Diego is fine, but the O'Bannon also is damaged and flooding. So the two cruisers are fine. The two destroyers and the battleship have taken a beating and need to be repaired. So keep that in mind. These two cruisers are going to form the backbone, I believe, of our new carrier group. So keep that in mind. But first of all, we got to get them home. All right? If we don't get these guys home and get them repairing, we're not going to get those points back. We're not going to be able to get our carrier today. But we're going to try. So first things first, we got to get everybody home. As you can see, transport's still heading up. Power Group 1 is about to pass Power Group 2 here. Kind of a send-off. You know these guys would have some sort of, like, if they were able to go near each other, they would be, like, pausing for a moment to celebrate. These guys would be celebrating these guys. Alright, air operations now available. Power Group 2, go ahead immediately. North Carolina, send out your spotter plane for me. Alright. And Power Group 1, I need you to do the exact same thing. Massachusetts, send out your plane. Alright. Sneaky Boy 5, you are going to need a new course again. So let's go ahead and get your course laid in. Once again, just trying to stay in between these islands and make sure that nobody gets in here. That's the goal. Now, you can see that we have been very successful at keeping the Japanese out of the Guadalcanal region. And as soon as we can get some troops up to the area, we can actually capture these two bases. And probably take Malata as well, or Maleta. Take them as well. So, yeah, let's go ahead and keep on going. I would imagine that there's going to be a bit of a lull here in action. Because we have, oh my, what is a surface fleet doing all the way down here? Okay, we have found a surface fleet. We do not have the ability to engage this. What are they doing so far south with a surface fleet? They can't be that brazen. Like, two destroyers, a light cruiser, and their two heavy cruisers are not going to be able to do much down in this area. Man, that's a shame, because we literally would have just passed them with our Power Group 1. Let's hope that we don't have to engage them, because I don't know that we can take it again. What are our shells looking like? Well, we've got some shells, but we are severely damaged. And I'm not sure I want to get into a fight with them. So let's go ahead and ignore that for now. We know they're there. Let's hope that we can sneak past them and get to base. So ignore and keep speeding up. Oh, they're coming straight for us. They are straight up coming for us. Alright. Unable to avoid the fight. Man, Power Group 2, you have been through the fire and the flames. You deserve R&R, but the enemy refuses to allow you to have it. Let's begin the engagement. Man, that's a shame. Okay, so this is just the Kingfisher 1 out here that is our plane detecting. First things first, let's turn our radars on. That way I don't forget. Get everybody's radars going. Alright. Now, let's go ahead and have everybody... I really don't know what we're going to do here. We've got to have... What do you got for armament? You've got 234 rounds of armor piercing left. You got 345 at the rear. Columbia and San Diego, you two are the ones that have not been in the fight, but I know Columbia's out of ammo for the most part. San Diego, how you looking? I know you've got little guns, but what you got? You got plenty of freaking HE out there on the rear guns. Not so much for the front. Okay. I think we're just going to try to disengage. I don't think that we can get into a fight right now. And so that's going to be our main goal here, is to just disengage from this fight. So we are going to go into orders, force everybody... Sorry, let's go to Nicholas. Let's force everybody to the top speed as best we can and navigate this direction. We know that they are going to be coming from somewhere up here, according to the global map. So, the goal here is to try and avoid... Let's go ahead and get everybody into a line ahead formation. Form up. And let's go ahead and start this. It's daytime. The surface conditions are about as good as you could ask for. There's a layer here, but not an issue. Yeah, you can see these guys are off in the distance. Let's go ahead and get these guys targeted with our Alabama here. Or, sorry, North Carolina. I did that last time, too. They're also in a circle formation. They got a destroyer out front, a destroyer off to the right. They've got light cruiser on the outside and 2 heavy cruisers as the center. Alright, so what we're going to do is have North Carolina target this ship. Too far. Let me go ahead and... God! I hate that you double click. Okay, so apparently you don't need to double click, you just need to click once. Alright, there we go. So what is this? It's a pretty old heavy cruiser. And by old, I mean it's not like they're brand new top of the line heavy cruisers. So let's go with cruiser armor. It actually does look like a furry taco. And I think that's what we're going to call it. Alright. Furitaka, you are the target. We want you to target with your armor piercing. Let's go with a full spotting fire salvo. Columbia. That beautiful Cleveland class cruiser. Let's go ahead and have you guys start targeting this destroyer, since he's front in line. Very old destroyer as well. So let's go ahead and identify. This is going to be a destroyer. We've got Momi. Could be Momi. Actually looks very, very much like Momi. And I think that's exactly what it is. So yeah, we're going to call this Momi. So we're going to have you target Momi. You're going to be firing HE, full spotting fire. I know you don't have it in your front guns, which is fine, but your rear guns do have it. So we're going to have you fire there. San Diego, you have the most ammunition to spare, so we're going to have you go ahead and target this light cruiser. And we will have you classified. We know it's a light cruiser, so we got twin guns at the front. Looking at a possible Kuma, except not a Kuma because the catapult is behind the rear mast. Not a Nagara. How about a Sendai? Could be a Sendai. We got 4 stacks, we got twin guns. Front looks fine. Rear also looks fine. Catapult is to the back. I think this is a Sendai. So we've got a Sendai and a Momi with the Furitaka already spotted. We're going to have you engage with your HE. Full spotting fire. Fire. And the 2 destroyers, we're not going to have you guys engage at this time. So let's go back to our running the simulation. North Carolina, did we not have you guys attacking a target? Okay, we've got Momi targeted, we've got Sendai targeted. We've got Furitaka targeted by O'Bannon. Negative. Break. You are not going to target... Actually, we might send torpedoes. That's a thing that might happen. That might be a thing. If we still have torpedoes. I don't remember if we've used them. I don't think we have. But, alright. Either way, we want North Carolina targeting the Furitaka with armor-piercing, full salvo, spotting fire. Get that targeting solution. Let's hold the fire, though, first. Let's get that spotting solution up as best we can. Remember, our goal here is a withdrawal. We do not want an engagement, but they're forcing our hand. So, keep that in mind. Now, we are reshuffling our formation. Let's hope that the AI does it without crashing into one another, preferably. Alright, we are up to a 26% solution. Let's go ahead and start spotting fire. Oh, that was gorgeous! I love that. That was amazing. A full salvo. Give it to me. Give it to me. Now remember, Nicholas's goal was to disengage with our ships here. Everybody's going to be forming up in a line ahead formation. Let's go ahead and let's have Nicholas target the Momi at the front with torpedoes. How many torps you got? You got 5 in each, so we're going to launch them. We're going to give a 5-degree spread. We are at 26,000 meters. What is our effective range? Yeah, we are not in range of our torpedoes. Even though they are closing at us, we are definitely not in range for our torpedoes. I feel like they may have changed the gun sounds a little bit. That was a pretty meaty gun sound right there. All right, we are up to a 26. We still have a 26% solution. Kind of want to see if we're close. If we're not close, I'm going to stop firing. I'll just hold my fire as we withdraw. I mean, we're pretty freaking close. We're okay. We're going narrow spread fire. Yeah, we're fully up to a 78% solution. Let's go ahead and take spotting fire off. Just fire at will, boys. Fire those guns. Fire those guns. Looks like our reshuffling is going to plan. They are much easier falling into line than they are me trying to do anything. So I like that. This is literally us forming up a firing line. That's all this is. Very close. And these guys have got to be careful because these guys are so close in their formation, we could potentially hit somebody by accident here. So we've got that going for us. Now remember, we don't have a lot of rounds. Our best asset right now is our range. Like, I don't think they can hit us right now. They are still at 25,000 yards. God, that full salvo sound is amazing. You see some shells off in the distance there. These guys are changing course. All right, Nicholas, I need you to brake. Let's change our course more towards an intercept. These guys are faster than us. We've got no choice. Time to engage. North Carolina, how you looking? What is your situation damage control-wise? You've got heavy damage and moderate flooding, but otherwise you're okay. You're one of our most expensive assets, so definitely don't want to lose you. You can see they are firing back. So they are definitely in range now. These guys are fully back up to speed. What is our sea state? Yeah, sea state is 2. We're almost at glass seas. Like, this is about as good as it gets. Now, if you guys aren't familiar, sea state, the lower the number, the better. So keep that in mind. I think we actually hit this ship by accident. It doesn't appear to be much of anything. Maybe a glancing blow or something. let's have Nicholas and O'Bannon break away. And then have North Carolina, Columbia, and San Diego form up. Nicholas, O'Bannon, form up. God damn, why is this like this? I hate that. Alright, I'm gonna have you guys navigate this direction still. And then I'm gonna have, and going as fast as you can. North Carolina, I need you in Columbia to form up. There we go. And you are going to be navigating this direction. And you've already got your targets laid in. We got to keep an eye on our rounds. We are already down below 160 rounds on the front guns. What are you looking like? 200 rounds at the rear. You got 128 AP rounds. And then, of course, okay. Let's go back to North Carolina. What is your speed currently? Let's have you speed up. Let's hold fire for now. Let's see, we're quite a ways off. So let's just hold our fire. Let's have our cruisers hold their fire as well. Hold fire. San Diego. Hold fire. Hold fire. That's a pretty hard turn, but I want to get these guys closing on the enemy because I think we can sink these guys relatively easily. They're pretty old heavy cruisers, so we should be able to engage them pretty easily. I have no idea why this guy is full, like, left rudder. In formation with number 2 North Carolina. You should be in the North Carolina. Break. Follow the waypoint, you goofer. There we go. Alright, we're down to 18,000 yards. We're at a 76% firing solution. We're about to have to swing the guns completely the other direction again. Warm up. break. God bless America. Form up. Navigate this direction. Alright, we're up to an 82% solution. I think it's time to go ahead and fire the guns. AP. Fire at will. Columbia. You're at a 70% solution. I need you to fire your HE. Fire at will. San Diego. You're at a 70% solution. HE, narrow. Fire at will. Alright. Information with Columbia, and we are now following waypoints. Alright, what are these guys doing? Up to a 90% solution now. I would expect that we're getting some hits by now. Hopefully. Doesn't look like it. They're up to 33 knots. They're staying in formation though. You can see us on the horizon. It's a pretty good picture of us over there. Really big shells coming in, man. 16-inch guns don't play around. Down to 132 main gun shells at the nose, 300 at the rear. As far as I know, these guys are the last guys standing between us and getting home. Down to 29 knots. Did we get a I don't know if we got a hit. Kind of looked like we might have, but it might have just been them slowing down a little bit. We've definitely received some damage. North Carolina is on fire. It's got some light damage in the conning tower. I look away right as we hit them. It looked like it anyway. God dang it. Hit him? Oh yeah, we definitely hit him. Or not. Looks like their lead destroyer has been hit, maybe? Alright, let's go look at our North Carolina. Yeah, we've been hit towards the rear. Looks to be relatively minor. We're currently making 24 knots. Let's go ahead and have North Carolina brake and turn further to the right. That'll allow us to keep a little bit of distance, but also get the rear gun involved. We've got to start landing some hits though, man. You can see the secondary ship in the back is starting to come up. We must have hit this ship. It's starting to, it looks like it's listing to the right. It has also reduced speed dramatically down to 21 knots. Let's check the report. Yeah, Furutaka has received heavy damage, heavy flooding. So we must have got a really good hit on her, even though I don't see any visible fires. More shells should be coming. Got another hit there just in front of the conning tower. That's reduced him down to 17 knots. Come on, baby. Another hit. He's reduced down to 16 knots. I mean, we've basically got the best solution possible right now. If we can hit towards the back of this ship, it's going to go under. Huge fire and a detonation on the light cruiser. Looks like Columbia's finding her mark. North Carolina, you are getting far too close. I'm going to need you to pause real quick. We're going to have to stop our secondary director, and we are going to target the Momi with the secondary director, and then we are going to shoot with the 5-inch guns. Okay. Go ahead and restart. These guys are getting way too close. Thought I had San Diego targeting the Momi, but clearly San Diego's not hitting it. But we do not want this destroyer getting any closer. Ooh, somebody just got hit in the back. See the light cruiser still pushing forward. This destroyer needs to die though. Why are our secondaries not firing? Fire the guns, man. Pause. Columbia. How many shells you got? 216. All right, I need you to target Momi as well. You're technically supposed to be targeting Momi right now. Fire the guns. I know you have no ammunition left in the front guns. Fire, regardless. We need to have San Diego and Columbia break formation so that I can control these guys a little bit better. Go faster. And then navigate. Let's see where we're at. I don't want to cross paths with the North Carolina. But we definitely need to get these rear guns firing. Alright, how are we looking for ammo? Furitaka is down. Good. Pause. Need you to go ahead and target this second heavy cruiser, we're going to classify it as... Let's see, classify heavy cruiser. Let's go to stats. It's not a Furitaka. Looks like an Aoba. Yeah. Call it Aoba. Continue. I need you to keep firing AP. Fire will. Well, hold fire until you get a better... Because we gotta save rounds. Okay, Momi is sinking. That's good. That's the destroyer. Let's go ahead and change North Carolina's secondary to target Sendai. Secondaries. You don't have AP, right? So, nope. HE and fire. Alright, we've got somebody on the run. It is a destroyer. Let's have San Diego. Who are you currently? You're currently targeting the Sendai. I'm going to have you target... Go ahead, stop targeting Sendai. And instead, target this ship here. And this is a very old destroyer. So we're going to go with a destroyer. It kind of looks like another Momi, to be honest. So we'll call that a Momi as well. And then I want you HE, narrow, fire at will. This cruiser's still coming in. North Carolina. Wait, Columbia, you have AP, right? I know the angle's not very good for you. So maybe we... Fire an armor-piercing salvo at that Sendai, North Carolina. Massive hit. Huge explosions. That should stop her advancement. Just in case, I'm going to let them fire another salvo. Here they come. Another big hit. All right. Down goes Sendai. Very good. All right, so target the... Where is the Aoba? Target Aoba with both directors. Fire everything you got at it, including secondaries. I want you guys to unleash all holy hell on this guy. Down goes Momi. Good. That was the guy that was trying to run. And now, you are all alone, sir. And there goes your engine. Massive broadside hit. While we've got this kind of an angle, let's go ahead and let Columbia get a little retribution, shall we? Columbia, target that Aoba. And I want you to fire armor piercing. I know. There you go. Wow, that was a huge miss, Columbia. Yeah, tear them apart. You cross paths with the wrong division. We just wanted to go home. You forced us to do this. It's your fault. Alright, ceasefire. Down he goes. That's what I'm talking about, fellas. Oh my god. Alright, you guys can calm down a little bit. It's dead. The amount of rounds still airborne. You gotta love it. Alright, let's look at Columbia. See, she has taken some damage. Let's look at what it's like. Heavy damage with no flooding, though. But it is heavy damage. Though no destroyed compartments means these can be repaired. So, yeah. We can go ahead and leave the battle. Confirm. We sunk everything that came against us. 2 destroyers, 1 light cruiser, and 2 heavy cruisers. And we got ourselves 35 more command points. We did suffer some damage, but overall, nothing compared to what they did. Nicholas was already damaged. North Carolina was already damaged. Columbia took some heavy damage, but other than that, not that bad. And we get away. So, let's keep going. We're getting these guys back to where they're going. North Carolina has some planes ready, so let's go ahead and put up that plane. Power Group 1, same thing, Massachusetts. Put up your plane. God, that's such a nice feature. I love that. Whoa, wrong. Still haven't fixed the map, though. Alright. Let's go ahead and speed up. Looks like we're ready to send Sneaky Boy out again. Let's go ahead and move him a little further north. Alright. And then we want to go ahead and adjust our course again here. Alright, so do we have troops on any of these? I see everything except for like the cargo. Let's look at that. Manage cargo. No troops. No troops. No troops. No troops. No troops. Alright, so we can't actually land anybody here. I thought we loaded some troops onto people. That's why I was looking. We've got our enemy ships spotted near Sneaky Boys 1. or Sneaky Boy 6. We got 3 light cruisers and 3 destroyers. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and unload all cargo. And head back. So we want to navigate you all the way back. Oh, sorry. And then we want to select this base, Santa Cruz Islands, and we want to upgrade to a level 2 airbase. Now, what does that allow us? That allows us to launch Wildcats and Avengers. Now, Avengers, I believe, can, yes. Avengers can actually have bombs. Wildcats cannot, but Avengers can. So, let's go ahead and grab some, let's go with HE bombs. And just fly out here and see, actually, yeah, let's just fly out with some HE bombs. And go ahead and lay in a course. See, I don't know what your range is. 362 nautical miles. So we don't have a lot of range here. I mean, we can come out in straight lines. So maybe do something like this. A dog leg over. And that kind of gives us a bit of a, I don't know. If we find a submarine, we'll be able to attack it. That's the goal. So, Sneaky Boy encounter must be resolved. Do we ignore or do we engage? I think we're going to engage. Begin. We've got the guardfish. And first things first, it's been a while since we've been in a sub. Been so many surface engagements lately. Let's go ahead and rig for silent. And start. Oh, we are very, very close. You are going to target this ship. That looks like a little bit newer light cruiser. At least it's a different composition. So light cruiser. We've got 3 smokestacks. It's not a Tenryu. Could be a Kuma. In fact, I think it is a Kuma. Got 1 gun at the rear. We got 2 more guns here. The catapult is ahead of the rear mast. We've got 1 taller tower and 2 shorter towers. And we've got the 2 guns in the front. So you will be identified as a Kuma. Now let's go ahead and target this ship. And this is also looking like a Kuma, if I'm honest. Pretty sure it's a Kuma. We got a third. We're not too worried about these guys, to be honest. So we're just going to continue to target the closest Kuma to us. Let this do its thing. Go. We're going to turn out we'll use our rear tubes. We got 10 torps in the back, 14 in the front. But it's going to take some time for us to get to firing solution, so we're at a 52% solution. Is there a layer? There is. There's a layer at 131 feet. The duct strength is 1.9. So not the strongest layer, but it's okay. At least there is a layer. Go ahead, disable those. Re-enable these. They're at 3,400 yards. Look at the target. We've lost him momentarily because of the baffles, even though I'm looking right at him through the scope. All right, we've got a 72% solution. We're going to fire all 4 tubes out the rear. Going to have a 3-degree spread. Actually, let's go with a 4-degree spread because we're a little bit closer than I would like. All right, so 90% solution. We're going to go ahead and take those off. Make sure we're firing the rear tubes. Fire the torpedoes. Torpedoes in the water. We're going to stop targeting this guy. Switch to the secondary Kuma. Go with a 4-degree spread. This one is going to be a little bit of a hurried shot. Go with a 6-degree spread on these. And fire the front. Fire the front. All right. Now that that's done, let's get out of that. Let's go ahead, go here, drop scope, dive, make depth. $410 feet. Let's go ahead and pause. And we want to break orders, navigate away from them as fast as you can. All right, now let's jump on board our targets, shall we? I mean, we were very, very close, so we should not have a problem hitting these ships. You can see our other torpedoes heading out to come this direction as well. This ship is toast. This little light cruiser is about to have a real bad day. Let's go ahead and go to underwater view. One, 2 is a dud. 3 and 4 slip past. Which is fine because this guy over here might also have a real bad day. We got 1 good hit on him though. That's going to slow him down. Not sure it'll sink him. I don't think we're going to catch him, unfortunately. No, they're going to slip through the gaps. Okay, what about our second set of torpedoes? They're out there and they're turning in. Remember, these are spread much more. These guys trying to double back on themselves. We got 2 destroyers in pursuit. We're already at 250, almost 250 feet. Man, it's a shame that that ended up being a freaking dud, man. And then the second torpedoes weren't launched fast enough. These guys were able to dodge. So we know that going ahead. We don't want to waste torpedoes on a second strike, which is kind of what I figured. Alright, so guardfish. How are we looking? You're making 9 knots as fast as you can. You know you're being pinged. Could go ahead and slow way down. Go to 3 knots. Man, that's a shame that we got a dud strike. But it's been a little while since we've had a dud, so it's not the worst. Let's go ahead and break your current trajectory and navigate this way. Just to make sure. The heck was that? Kuma struck by another torpedo? How did that happen? Not that I'm complaining. Did you guys hear that? Is that what it sounds like when a torpedo hits and you're underwater? Good Lord. So that's actually huge. And Kuma took another dud torpedo. I can't believe we hit them. So we've hit 2 of their... The 2 lead Kumas took torpedoes. We have re-established contact with the destroyer. Let's slow them screws way down. And go ahead, drop to 430. I don't want to go much deeper than this. We are being hunted. You can see they were headed right for us, so they knew where we were. I'm going to see if we can't evade them. I'm not very good at evading these destroyers in a freaking submarine, though. You can see they've got two destroyers headed right for us. They are making 31 knots, so they are not going to be the, like... Oh, wait, that's the Kuma, sorry. Let's target this guy. Okay, 17 knots and 17 knots. They're going to struggle to hear me at 17 knots, I would think. Even though they're both pinging away on active. I'd have a pretty tough time believing that these guys could hear me. Especially with a layer 2. Like, we're going extremely... We're deep, we're slow, and we're silent. Like, they shouldn't be able to hear us. They should pass right over top of us. Still holding at 17 knots. If they make a turn to come over top, we're taking off. Oh, they are 100%. Alright. Speed up, speed up, speed up. They know we're here. Let's go full right rudder. Wait, are they dropping? Oh yeah, they're dropping. Alright, break course. Navigate. Over here. Dude, I can't get any deeper. See, this is what I'm saying. I don't think you can actively evade these guys once they know your position. I did everything I could. I'm at 430 feet. I'm actively changing course. I'm trying to stay as quiet as possible, yet these guys know exactly where we're at. Brake. Navigate. This direction. I'm basically just watching what they're doing and trying to dodge exactly what they're doing. They don't have an infinite number of depth charges. They can only do this for so long. Yeah, those are nowhere near us. Now remember, generally it's like 60 depth charges per destroyer, which is a lot, but look how many they've wasted. Nowhere near us. So we just gotta evade until they run out of depth charges. That's the best I can do. Alright. Brake formation. And navigate back out this direction. We don't want them lining us up. They're much faster than we are, but we don't want them lining us up again for another full frickin' run. We want to try to get ahead of their movements. This is scary, man. I want this sub to survive. To know that there's 2 hostile destroyers dropping depth charges on us. It's pretty major. I think they may have actually lost us temporarily. So maybe brake, navigate, straight off the bow maybe? And let's see if we can retreat. Ah, we definitely cannot retreat. I think we may have lost them, guys. They're going real slow trying to reacquire us. Now they're speeding up. Either they've reacquired us and we're in trouble, or they haven't. They're back up to 14 knots. I'm assuming that that is an attack run. So, we're gonna have to go back to our orders. Brake, navigate, straight across his bow. Navigate. Back this direction. Shoot. Brake. Navigate. Straight over here. We're trying to juke him, fellas. We're trying. Sounds like it's slowing down again. Yeah, that was their attack run. There's some that are very close. And by very close, I mean not really close, but close enough. Remember, any hit, we're dead. Especially at this depth. Okay, brake, navigate. We're gonna run these guys out of depth charges one way or another. He's definitely lining us up again. I'm kind of hoping these guys run into one another. What do you think? Is it a possibility? Nah, they're slipping past. But at least slows them down for a moment. So maybe that's the goal. Maybe rather than, oh my god, those are on top of me. I was not expecting that. This is death right here. This one. This one's death. Oh my god, it didn't explode at the right depth. We just got so freaking lucky. We just got so lucky. I was not expecting him to drop some more depth charges that quickly. Wow. Yeah, you need to, count your blessings, big boy. Why are the screws stopped? Why are my screws stopped? Are we hit? Oh, no! We're hit! I didn't see it. I didn't see the one that did it. We are literally dead in the water, and we're going down. We're at 470 feet. And there it is. God dang it. Rip guardfish. Dang it! Whoops. That's not the right button. You win this one, fellas. I'll win this war. Darn it. That's a shame. We did get minor damage to the first Kuma and moderate damage to the second Kuma. Darn it, man. That hurts. Alright. Has Power Group 1 made it back? No, Sneaky Boy 4's here. Have you rearmed? Let's go ahead, rearm. Navigate back up north. And then go ahead and speed up time. Enemy aircraft spotted near Santa Cruz Islands. It's just a spotter plane, so we can ignore that. Surface fleets detected by Sneaky Boy 5. It's the same fleet that just sunk our other destroyer. Or our other... You got all your torpedoes for the most part, so... Might as well get this in there. We're going for it, fellas. let's go ahead and up periscope, rig for silent. Start. Binos out. Looks like sunset. Ah, there you are. Target the lead ship. Go ahead and classify it. Oh yeah, I gotta be out of that to go to it. It's gonna be a Kuma. Dude, the Kuma and the Nagara are like identical. We've got a 66% solution. Honestly? How many you got in the front? You got 7 torpedoes. Fire 6 of them. 3-degree spread. Fire. We're not going to bother shooting the rears. Let's just go ahead and use this. Drop scope. Navigate away from them. I know we don't have a very good angle, but at this point, I just want to keep my distance. Go ahead and dive. Is there a layer? Yes, it's at 191 feet, and it's a pretty strong layer. So, we should be fine. We'll go to 410 feet just to be sure. See our torpedoes right here in the water, tracking true. This is death. Right here is death. Unless these are all duds, this man is a goner. Come on! Alright, we got 2 hits at the back of the ship. That should completely kill that ship's ability to do anything. Like, he's not going to be able to move at all. Somehow it's still maintaining 26 knots. It is slowing down. Check out our report. We've got heavy damage and heavy flooding on this Kuma. He is dead in the water. Manual fire. Too deep to fire the torpedo tubes. Oh, yeah. Could be a thing. It is now going 22 knots again. Even though it's not moving. Bring it back up. These guys have no idea where we're at. So let's go ahead and bring this thing back up. Finish this guy off. Come to periscope depth. Still got heavy and heavy, but it doesn't seem to be sitting any lower in the water, and even though I've completely probably destroyed its propulsion. Ah, crap. Let's go back down to 390. These guys are coming in. Still don't think they have any idea where we're at. Brake and navigate away from it while we still have time. We can get some distance between me and those destroyers, I would much appreciate it. Re-establish the contact of the Kuma that we've already stopped dead in its tracks. Cannot target ship because it's not detected. Makes sense. You can see this ship is starting to get it's back up to doing 1 knot now. Starting to get itself under control. So I think we're just going to go ahead and leave this fight as soon as we can. They don't know where we're at. Alright. So we've softened them up quite a bit, at least. Let's go ahead and change course for Sneaky Boys 5. Bring it back down here. You did a good job. Alright. Are we back at base yet? Nope, not yet. Almost. Power Group 1, which is actually, oh, you guys done f***ed up. You guys are about to have a real bad time. Alright. Let's begin. Shall we? First of all, radar's up. Massachusetts, it's your time to shine, baby. Bunch of little ships. Should have no trouble. Alright, so everybody, let's go ahead and form up in a line ahead formation. As soon as we can figure out where they're at. Alright, let's change course out this direction. I have no idea where they're at, but I think they're up here somewhere. Increase speed. I don't see any star shells being sent at us, so they're not shooting at us yet either. Only thing I can figure is they're a long ways from us. Given the conditions, we already should have like a firepower advantage. Okay, they are actively shooting at us, even though I see... Oh, there's the light. Come on, if they're firing their guns, I should be able to see them. I got radar going. Come on, where are they? I feel like I'm at a significant disadvantage, even though I shouldn't be. My radar is so much better than theirs, we should have no trouble picking them up in these conditions. I'm looking for muzzle flashes. I don't even see muzzle flashes. Alright, they've stopped firing. Or they've changed fire. Actually, that was very, very close. Oh wait, I think I seen it. Yep, right there. Just at the edge of the fog. Multiple ships spotted. Why, if I can see them by my eyes, can I not pick them up with the radar? I don't understand it. Finally, we've got targets. Alright. Chevalier. Get out of the bino view. That's what I don't understand. I could see it with my own eyes. The radar should have picked them up well before. This is a destroyer. So we'll go ahead and call it a destroyer. It's only got 2 twin launchers and they're at the front. Okay, so let's identify it as a destroyer. It's not the Momi, not the Minakaze, not the Wakataki, not the Kamikaze, not the Matsuki, definitely not a Fubuki. Wait, is there anything before the Momi? No. And what the heck is this? Is this a cruiser? I guess it could be a light cruiser. It's a weird looking light cruiser. Am I just blind? Like, is this a Kuma and I'm just like not seeing it because things have changed? I think it is. It's not a Kuma. Or maybe it is a Kuma, sorry. Yeah, I think this is a Kuma. We'll go ahead and call this Kuma. Alright, Chevalier and Softly. I need you guys to break. Actually, let's go ahead and do it this way. Massachusetts. I need you to break and take San Juan with you. Chevalier and Softly, form up. Break formation. Navigate over this way. Alright, Massachusetts. We want you to target Kuma. Chevalier, if you could also target Kuma and then fire your star shells. Alright, let's go ahead. Massachusetts, how fast are you going max speed? You currently have an 8% solution, which is not good. You got your radar on, right? There we go. Alright, you're going to be firing armor piercing. Going to be doing a full salvo, spotting fire, fire the guns. Be advised, enemy is making hard turn, could be dropping a torpedo. to keep an eye out. I don't see them turning their tubes, so maybe they're not, but... Up to a 62% solution. We're going to go ahead and change to a narrow fire. Looks like they're turning around to try to run. Got a massive hit. That's going to stop him pretty much dead in his tracks. Remember, some of these guys have already taken torpedoes. He's severely reduced. He's down to 23 knots. He's on fire. Narrowly avoid certain death there. These guys are all turning around. They are trying to run. All right, Chevalier, I'm going to have you go ahead and break formation, navigate to Shadow. Come on, Massachusetts. Show them what you got. Up to a 76% solution. All right, let's go to turning the spotting fire off. Just fire at will. Massive hit behind the engines. This could be it. Come on. It's got to drop him. Like, it has to. Look at the report. Got heavy damage and heavy flooding on both Kumas that we've hit with torpedoes. Now they're taking 16-inch guns. It's a Kuma. Really? I don't think a Kuma could take a single 16-inch gun, let alone multiple salvos. Looks like we got another hit right at the prop, and that's going to cause it to be dead in the water. Critical damage, critical flooding. That's going to do it for him. Let's go ahead and change targets. Identify this target as... This is a destroyer, a really newer destroyer. 3 torpedo tubes. Could be an yeah, it could be an Akatsuki or Akatsuki, depending on who you talk to. I think it is. It's not an Akatsuki. Is it Fubuki then? Yep, I think it's Fubuki. Oh! Kuma suffers magazine explosion. And down she goes. We missed it. I heard an explosion. I had to hurry up and click on it. Good Lord. Massachusetts being out here wilding, man. Okay, that's another Fubuki, it looks like. It appears that they have 3 Fubuki-class destroyers here. And then we've got this other, Kuma. So we'll go ahead and classify this as a Kuma. And we are going to be stopping. Target the Kuma. Fire at will. Target this AG. Fire. We're going against 3 destroyers. We need to break formation here. Navigate away. We're outnumbered, outgunned. San Juan, I need you and Juno to break away. I need you to come straight for these guys. Target the lead Fubuki. Fire HE narrow. And Juno, same thing. I want you to target this Fubuki. HE narrow and fire. Chevalier. Put some star shells up if you still got any. You have a few. If you can do anything, you're getting ripped apart. Drop torpedoes, maybe? Might as well. Not a very good solution, so that's why I put so much of a spread in there. Softly. Target. Front Akazuki. Fire the guns. We want star shells. We want to light these guys up and let our cruisers have a chance. Massachusetts. Navigate. Actually, you're fine. You're fine. Just hold steady. Are you firing your guns? It says you are. Target this Kuma. This Kuma is not even moving. Manual fire. Just ahead of the superstructure. It looks like we're going to lose Chevalier here. I'm no expert. They're in real danger of going down. And I think they actually will. That's my fault. I wasn't paying attention. These guys beelined it straight for us. Chevalier is down. Lost the destroyer. Dang it, man. Lost an American destroyer to a frickin' Japanese gunboat, or Japanese torpedo boat. That's embarrassing. But we did get torpedoes out, though they are ways off. And it doesn't appear that they're tracking anywhere near the enemy. I was hoping they would turn, but how are we looking as far as the report goes? Moderate damage and moderate damage on 2 of the Fubukis. Softly, how you doing? Hold fire. What's your speed? Increase speed. Juno, why are you not following? God darn it. Warm up, man. Target this Kuma. Take off manual fire. I don't know why my guys are missing. Shouldn't be missing. Okay, their Kuma is down. Orders, brake. Navigate. Massive hit. They got 2,000 rounds in the front. What are you doing, Juno? I don't know what this guy's doing, but he's starting to irritate me. Navigate this way. Target this Fubuki. Fire star shells initially. Alright, now go back to firing HE. Targeting the wrong person, but I don't care. Oz. Friggin' Juno firing at him. Big hits. Big secondary explosion. Come on, man. Go ahead and fire some more star shells. Come on. We're supposed to be firing star shells now. Where's my star shells? Alright, San Juan. Fire some star shells. Massive hit. That's got to slow him down. All right, fire the guns, HE again. Up to a 72% solution. How amazing would it be for these guys to run into this wall of torpedoes that we sent from our Chevalier before it died? let's see what our report's showing. Alright. Heavy, heavy, heavy with minor, critical, and moderate. So we still got some work to do. Fire some star shells for us. That's a nice hit. That's slowing them down. I heard him reduce speed. Massive hit back at the back of the ship. That's really going to slow them down. Further reducing his speed, he's down to 16 knots. I know this is a long episode, but I really want to finish this episode by getting the carrier. And the only way we're going to do that is by getting rid of this. We keep getting engaged. Come on, baby. Finish him off. About to be. Go ahead, target him. Stop. Stop. Target number 5. Hold fire. Fire at will. Massachusetts, regroup. All right, move down. Reacquire target. Fire HE. What's your speed? You're coming full speed. Big secondary explosion. He's all but underwater. Go ahead, change. He's still firing his guns. Critical and critical. But until we finish them off, we're not gonna. Alright, there we go. Target Fubuki. HE and fire. Leave it on there. It's been reduced to 6 knots. He's all but dead in the water at this point. Due to my own negligence, we lost the destroyer when we shouldn't have. But, at the end of the day, we're taking every one of their ships down. Alright. Go ahead and retreat. Leave. Confirm. We managed to take out a Kuma, or 2 Kumas and 3 Fubukis in this one. For another 25 command points. And we're almost back home. So let's go ahead and continue. Alright, let's go ahead, pause, and select this power group. We're going to go ahead and... how do we do this? Release ships. We're just going to go ahead and release all of them. Confirm. North Carolina and Columbia as well. There we go. So now we have 331 points. So you guys know what that means. It's time. It is finally time for us to pick up a Yorktown-class aircraft carrier, aka USS Enterprise. It's going to cost us 120 points, so let's go ahead and do that. We've got USS Enterprise. Now we have to surround this thing with some help. So we're going to surround it with a proper battle group. We're going to have a couple of destroyers, a couple of light cruisers, and a couple of heavy cruisers, if we can. So that's the goal. So first of all, we need some Fletcher-class destroyers. And I know we're a long ways down. Still got some repairs going on the Fletcher. Got some repairs on Nicholas and O'Bannon. So let's go with Waller. Strong. And then we're going to go with light cruisers. Whoops. This is a Brooklyn class. We don't want Brooklyn classes. Let's go with the Atlantas for the AA. Let's just double check. What is our AA? That's anti-submarine. It's torpedoes, main guns. Anti-aircraft right here. So we've got pretty decent firepower over the rear and the sides. Not so much over the front. What about Cleveland class? Cleveland is actually supposedly better. So maybe we put a couple Clevelands with our carrier. If we have the ability. Let's go back to statistics. We know Cleveland, so let's go Montpelier. Or Montpelier, depending on who you talk to. Montpellier. I know that's the other way. That's probably how it's pronounced. Montpellier. Sounds right. It's French, I know. But welcome to the U.S. The melting pot. So Cleveland class, Montpellier, and Denver. And then we're going to go with a couple heavy cruisers to support them. We can go Balti class. Finally. So let's bring in Baltimore. Oh, it's not available yet. Darn it. Thought we could. Okay, well, if we can't do the Baltimore class, what about Wichita? So Wichita is available, but Balti isn't. Close enough. Alright, and then we'll throw a New Orleans class on there instead. So let's put the New Orleans in this. Alright. So now we've got to set up our... This is 228 points right here as well. We want a circular formation. Let's look here. So number 2 should be our carrier. So we're going to swap positions. So 2 is our carrier because it's in the middle. We're going to have 6 and 7 should be our Cleveland class. Just trying to make sure. Okay, so Strong is our other destroyer. So Strong should be at 5. Let's go ahead and swap that. Denver and Montpellier are our 2 Cleveland-class cruisers. So we need those to be out on the wings. So those need to be at 6 and 7. So swap. Swap. And swap. Alright. So this puts our 2 heaviest cruisers in with our carrier. Our 2 light cruisers are on the wings. Our destroyers are at the front and the rear. This should be a pretty solid formation. Let's go ahead and call it. That leaves us with 100 command points as well. We're going to lay in a course. We're coming in, baby. And with that being said, I think that's going to conclude this episode. I know a lot of it happens. Some of it I'm going to probably cut out because it's a long video. But I think you guys are going to enjoy this one. There's a lot of action. I'm going to definitely be trying to cut it down to where it's a little more action-oriented. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And as always, if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.